Well, good morning, students. We again this week are going to be learning virtually, and so here's the plan. Today we're going to cover the three primary subjects that we look at each week. We're going to look at a time of practicing our typing, so I'm going to include the link for typing.com so that you can practice that this week. Again, shoot for 15 minutes, and then make sure that you're logging into your Schoology account and working on your technology assignments that you have there. We're also going to learn another video that I'll have linked for you for internet safety and how to practice good practices online when we're on the computer. And then for today's lesson, we are going to continue with what we have been studying the last couple of weeks with design. And we started and introduced the idea of pixel and pixel art last week when we met, and so we're going to continue with that today with a new assignment. And then I also have another video that I'd love for you to watch that's going to give you some information as to what a pixel is and how pixels are used even in this video that you're watching right now on the screen. In terms of how many pixels are made up of the lines that we call resolution for the screen that you're watching this on. So whether that's on a computer or a tablet or a cell phone, the number of pixels that make up the image that you're seeing will create what we call the resolution. So those are some of the big subjects that we're going to talk about this morning. And then I'm going to have you work on, again, interacting with these kind of blocky, block type artwork. If you remember, we practiced straight lines and curves when we were in person last week. And so I have a new assignment for you for this week. So I will have you maybe pause this video, and you can go and watch one of the other ones that I've linked. Or you can continue watching. I'm going to explain what we're going to do right now. All right, so I want you to go into your Chrome browser, and with the help of a parent, or if you can do this yourself, I want you to search for the site Make 8-Bit Art. So if you type that in, make, and then the number 8, and then the word bit and the word art, and make sure there's no spaces in between those letters, just all one word just like this, and then click enter, and that should take you right up here to this first option that says Make 8-Bit Art. So we're going to click that, and here we see this is the one we ended with. Remember, I asked the class if you could tell what it was that I was drawing there, and it was a smiley face. So we're open up a new canvas here, start new. And let's adjust the brush size here up to 20. That looks good for right now. All right, so just like we saw on the graph paper, we're going to work with each of these as an individual pixel, and I want you to see if you can make your name. Now you remember the one that I showed you on the graph paper was a resolution of 4 vertical lines like this by 3 vertical lines like this. And so here we're going to try to write our name again. Now if I were to make this letter, this unfortunately looks like the letter A, and I was trying to make the letter R, so I'm going to go over here to my grid canvas. I'm going to choose this color again, which allows me to delete 2 of these. And so that's what I'm going to use for my letter R. Switch back to black here. Now I'm going to leave 4 blank and try my letter Y, R-Y. And now I'm going to make that A letter again right here, R-Y-A, and then the last letter of my name, N for Ryan. And boy, it's just hard to make an N. But now let's try, just like I did on the graph paper, let's try to double the resolution. So instead of 4 on the vertical, we're going to make 8. So there is 8 pixels tall, and we're going to go over to 6 pixels on this side and make the top N. And so now let's see if we can make the diagonal for an N look a little better. There we go. So if you look at this one here as compared to this one right here, you can see this looks a lot better, a lot closer to what an N would look like. And I wonder if I even take away these top two, if that looks even more like an N now. Maybe, maybe not. Sort of depends on if you squint your eyes, how does it look. But part of this assignment for today was to help you do 3 things. First of all, to get used to using your mouse on the computer and manipulating it in order to create different things on your screen. So it has to do with design and some of those fine motor skills like we've been learning. The second thing is the challenge of writing your name. So you remember we did some shapes last time, a house and a square, a rectangle, and a cell phone. Now I want you to see if you can write your name. And then the last part of today's lesson is that we would learn how resolution is working and why when we increase the resolution, we actually get a little bit of a better result for what we're trying to accomplish. So that is it for today. And I hope you can play around with this a little bit more. I have a couple of questions for you just as we finish up. Okay, I hope you get a chance to look at those lessons and maybe think through a couple of questions. See if from watching the supplementary video that I sent you, you're able to tell me, what does pixel stand for? First of all, what is a pixel? And then what is the word, what is it short for? It's the condensing of 2 words put together to form the word pixel. A couple other questions. What do we call 1 million pixels? What's that name? And then lastly, what is resolution? And why do you think it is better to have a higher resolution as opposed to a lower resolution? All right, I'll trust that you work on those. Make sure you spend your 15 minutes practicing typing, and then watch the video about being a superhero online, making sure that you're out there spreading positive information and staying safe. Hope you guys have a great week. Stay safe and have fun. Bye.